back round my house. How are you, mate?
Very good yourself?
Yeah, good. Yeah, good.
I know it's getting dark out, but
I know,
how much you had to drink?
No, I was picking a bit of biscuit out of my tooth.
You're tough?
Yeah.
You right, Bar?
Yeah, I am.
Do you know what? Where was I? And I noticed that he was at a networking event earlier.
Yeah.
He was definitely from South Suffolk. No, Central Suffolk. Not more towards Lowestoft because of his accent.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he hung on his words a bit, Bar, which was Central. But you get to more Lowestoft and they're a bit more bitey with their...
See, I never thought I had an accent until I listened back to my radio show.
Yes.
Cool.
God to hell, Bar.
Now, I got told off by Brendan Coffey.
Why? Well, he ain't got the best speech, has he?
I've not seen him for many a year.
Okay.
But I'll get to it a bit later because I reviewed the new cafe.
Yes.
And I said a word. I wrote a word in there.
Yeah.
And he said, "Why are you saying like you're a northerner when you're from Felixstowe?"
Oh, okay. He's a bit like that.
Yeah.
He does like to pull people up on things.
So when I'll read my review later.
Okay, you've written one.
I wrote a review.
Okay.
I've written a review on the new cafe.
Okay.
And then I'll leave the word in there and see if you can guess what it is.
Okay.
What Brendan Coffey pulled me up on.
Well, if we're going to talk about food, I got a review.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that as well.
Excellent. Well,
So what's been going on then?
well, mate.
Are you alright?
Yeah. Yeah. It's 4 weeks since we've done this.
Is it?
We're busy men, aren't we?
Yeah, I know. It is hard to catch up, but we're here now.
See, we could do it over Zoom.
It's
no
not the
problem.
same.
It's not the same.
No.
It's you come and sitting around my house in
Yeah.
my little office, just sitting next to me having a yarn. It's
Well, that's all the tea I drink.
Yeah.
Just can't get enough of it, really.
Yeah, because I'm the best host, aren't I? Absolutely rubbish, I am, mate. Absolutely rubbish.
My internet's perfect at home. Your internet's perfect here. We don't do it.
No.
Did you hear? Town internet is coming to Felixstowe.
Yeah, now I saw a review on that.
What, it's working?
No, late last year saying it's coming soon. When
Right.
soon? It's probably one of the same people who are going to fix that blooming walkway next to the new cafe.
Fix the ramp.
Yeah.
Peasants. Yeah, so you're going to be able to use Wi-Fi throughout the town.
Well, now I live in town. Do you think I'll be able to get rid of my...
I don't know if that's going to work, but surely it'll be throttled. Otherwise, you'd have people doing TikToks and filming porn on the triangle.
Well, I won't be doing TikTok, mate. I'm 52. I'm not a nonce.
I look at TikTok.
I'm sorry.
The algorithm catches up with what you want to watch.
Oh, does it?
And at start, it was lots of boobs and legs, but
I don't mind boobs and legs or anything.
no,
Stretch
but
the imagination.
because I've liked the boring stuff, I've now got like train sets, cranes, and ladders and stuff.
Yeah.
It does know what your interests are.
You know, I run TV server and all my family watch stuff via myself, so I'll probably having a 2 meg Wi-Fi from the town centre probably won't do me, will it?
So people watch telly through your box in your house?
Yeah, so if you look behind my monitor, mate, there's a box there.
Okay.
And that's got 32
32
gigabyte hard drives in.
Yeah.
And I've got TV, film, music on there.
Okay.
And I run a sort of my own home Netflix, so to speak, where I don't charge them. I don't charge them because of copyright laws and things like that. But they run software called Plex.
Right.
And my Plex links up to my database.
Okay.
And then they can sit. So my brother can sit in his house watching any episode of The Bill because it's all on my hard drives.
I was speaking to someone from BT who maintains the consistency of the servers if it all goes wrong.
Yeah.
And he said, we've got a real problem in England because we're all buying Netflix from Netflix and paying for our internet connection. Netflix are making all the money out of but they're not paying for the upgrade to all the internet connections. So they've got to start charging them.
Yeah, don't get me started on all these companies making billions and then not sharing the wealth. That's for another day, mate. Don't get me cross.
Right. So, but Felixstowe Beaches have won a Blue Flag and Seaside Award for this year.
Cool.
That's good, isn't it?
That is great.
How do they get that with a shingle beach?
I don't think it's because they don't allow dogs up between May and September, mate.
Well, there's a big enough sign on the prom.
That's
why. Them signs work, Jamie.
They have
Money
worked.
well spent.
So that's why they're blue signs, because it matches the blue flag.
Probably not.
Nah.
Probably what paint the guy wanted to sell them because he had loads of it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make some good points for having that atrocity painted on our prom.
Do you remember sitting on the beach getting covered in tar?
No.
There used to be a lot of tar either from the ships.
Oh, that reminds me of a story about the Durrant brothers. I'll tell you that in a minute. It's
All right.
tar.
So it was either from from the ships, or there was an accident or something. And every time we used to go water skiing a lot as kids.
Yeah.
And you always got tar on your towels when you were a child. What happened with the Durrant brothers and tar?
Right. Now, there was a little lad that lived in Mason Road with curly hair. Can't remember his name.
They didn't tar and feather him, did they?
No, they didn't feather him.
They tarred him.
Yeah. Now.
No.
Yeah. Now there was.
Are you sure?
I think so.
No, I meant, are you sure he was just saying it?
Oh yeah, because it's long gone, you know. There was a building. I think. Tell you where it might be. I might be wrong here. Remember when David Blandon's house burnt down in Cornwall Road?
No.
It did, yeah.
I was a
Burnt
chimney
down.
boy then.
And then they rebuilt it, and there was.
Why did his house burn down?
I don't know.
Okay, carry on.
Electrical fault. I don't know.
Right, we made it up, so don't even bother.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
guessing.
Yeah.
You know, that's
His
like-
house burnt down.
Yeah, so they rebuilt it, like the $6 million man. They rebuilt it.
Yeah.
And there was an oil drum, or I say tar, it might have been oil, but this lad was, they're all the same age. He was, didn't like him, so they picked him up and dropped him in the.
No.
Yeah.
That's proper abuse.
Well, it was 1982 or 3.
You said you were affected by the time they painted your balls with the paintbrush.
Yeah, they weren't the Dunn
What would be
brothers that done
worse?
that.
What would be worse, oil or paint?
It all depends because yeah. Now I know I had to rub myself. No, that sounds wrong. I had to rub myself hard down there. That's another story. But no, it took me 3 or 4 goes to.
Yeah.
And you imagine rubbing yourself down that area when you're in a bath. A hell of a mess, mate.
Anyway,
on that note, while you're laughing, I think we better stop this part. But sorry to pick your fair, mate.
that's all right. It's fine.
Yeah.
You all good?
Yeah, very good, mate.
Yeah. So we've got a bereavement, haven't we?
In the land of Orwell High School, I think.
In the land of Orwell High School. I didn't know his name was Emile.
Emile Mercier.
Mr. Mercier.
Yeah. I only knew it was Emile in later life.
Right. Is that because he said stop calling me Colin?
Yeah, it was a similar sort of thing. Hello, Mr. Mercier. It's Emile, Jamie. It's Emile.
He told us he was a French teacher, wasn't he?
Yeah, hence my little stab at a French accent there. It was
Nice.
rubbish, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah.
Didn't notice. So he said that he had a map of Bombay or something tattooed on his head, and then he grew his hair so he could get the map through enemy lines. Where the hell has he gone with that?
Bombay.
He's shot away, isn't he?
Yeah. I never knew that story.
That's what he told everyone.
I never had a...
I have the map of Bombay tattooed on my head so I can get it through the enemy lines. Was that German or French?
Well, it sounds like Verso and Procky are remaking Allo Allo today. Badly.
And you haven't actually said some of the Charlie Philpott stories.
No, because I want to hold them back.
Yes.
Because Richard Biggs is going to come and join us.
Is he brilliant?
Yeah, and Charlie Philpott was his stepfather.
Yes.
And I feel that we need Rick Biggs as a guest. And I think the last episode of Series 1 we do will be a Rick Biggs special.
Go out with a bang.
Go out with a bang.
Go out with a band.
Just in case we never make it back.
Yeah. It could be the last one.
Yeah.
Not because we're not coming back to it.
Because he was a legend.
Yeah, definitely.
Old Charlie. And I wouldn't want to tell the stories I know without Rick next to me, just in case, 'cause I think Rick will steer me right, because he's got some brilliant ones.
Yeah,
And
cool.
yeah. So
We actually went to a nice event, didn't we?
we bump into each other, didn't we?
Yeah,
Friday.
we bumped into each other Friday night. Was it a corporate event?
Yes.
Corporate event. I'd call it a corporate event. That's weird because you know everyone there, don't you? It's like going to the pub.
Yeah.
But it was very much the kind of haulage and storage and warehousing kind of logistics industry.
It was.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was at Brackenbury Sports Centre, and I've only been there twice. Once was to a birthday party, and once was to this meal thing.
Funny lighting.
Yeah,
Everything's yellow, isn't it?
Yeah, I put a picture of me brother-in-law, and one of my nephews on Facebook, and it looked like we were on The Simpsons.
Very odd, but it was a good do.
It was fantastic, yeah. I mean, there was 320 people there, apparently.
Okay.
There's 32 tables of 10, I worked it out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes, how you do it, I guess. But
Yeah.
they said to me, I've never been to a boxing match before.
Nah.
I said, what goes on? He says, well, you sit there, you eat your dinner, and they're having a punch up in the ring.
Yeah.
What? And they said, yeah, it's kids and everything. I went, kids? And later I found out it was teenagers. They were just trying to spin it a bit.
I think 13 was the youngest one.
Oh, okay. But it's quite a thing. You're sitting there at your table messing about, and they're having a really big moment in their life, aren't they? Probably one of their first fights in front of an audience in a ring, and they're really, really into it, aren't they? And going for it. It's very commendable.
It is, yeah. 2 13-year-olds, 13, 14-year-olds were knocking each other about a bit, and I was trying to carve me ribber beef, mate.
with a shittest knife ever.
Yeah, because for the listeners who weren't there, that's all of you, they brought out...
Are you trying to say that type of client wouldn't listen to our podcast?
No, because I don't... Well,
yeah, see?
I don't think all 320 people that were there listened to this.
Okay, cool.
That's what I was trying to say.
Carry on.
For those that weren't there.
Okay.
They brought out this ribber beef on a tray and said, right, one of you's carving.
You're the butcher.
Well, as being an ex-butcher, I was given the job of carving. I tell you what, as you say, look at a bread knife, wasn't it?
It's a bread knife, isn't it?
It's a bread knife, absolutely atrocious.
Is that so we don't stab each other?
I think it might.
It's got to be a risk assessment.
But they couldn't even give you a fork, because ideally you need a fork-type instrument to do that while you carve. Fantastic. So,
It just give you a hand.
Yeah, so we were just ripping chunks of it in the end.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah.
There might be a picture of me eating like a caveman.
Slightly overcooked, but I do like my beef pink. But I tell you what, though, I don't know who the firm were that done it, but basically served 320 people out the back of a van.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That was quality.
That was good food as well.
That was very good.
And there was people. Somebody won a 2-week cruise with Fred Olsen.
Yes.
One of our directors bought a football shirt.
I know.
Signed and stuff.
Now I call that section of them dudes. I call that the cock waving section.
Yeah, it's a bit
because it's fantastic. Like there was for those of you that follow football and get yourselves involved in the Messi versus Ronaldo debate. That debate is now over because the Ronaldo shirt went for £1,050, where the Messi shirt went for £650. So obviously the one who's the more of a legend got sold for more. But anyway, I call that the section of the cock waving bit because it's at the end of the night where all the blokes are drunk and they're trying to outbid each other.
Yeah.
And they go home and they look at their next morning, their heads in their hands. The wife said, "What have you done now?" "I've just bought a football shirt for £1,000. Why? It won't even fit you, love. And I tell you what, Nick Pope, goalkeeper for England, one of his shirts sold. It weren't even in a frame or anything. It was just,
was that the green one?
Yeah, apparently his granddad gave it to the bloke there. Yeah, right. Went for 650 notes, mate.
Oh, okay. We did a recording.
Oh, we did, yeah.
We did a recording on the spot, didn't we? I just got my phone out and kind of took you a bit by surprise.
Yeah, and said, "Here, let's have a little chat about this and about the Lions."
Should we pop that in next?
Yes, that's what we'll do now. So after this little section here is going to be that little brief clip of me and Procky from the other night, and then we'll come back for another part, folks.
I'd never like to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
But we are live now.
We are, mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where are we?
We're at Brackenbury watching a bit of boxing, old mate.
What's the charity for?
Absolutely no idea. It's the Rotary Club.
It is for the Rotary Club.
What does the Rotary Club do?
Well, they do a lot more than the Lions do.
Do they?
Which is just put up the Christmas decorations, apparently.
Yeah. I thought it was the Lions. I didn't see any Christmas trees, so I thought I'm the right place.
But in a lot of charity, a lot of money's been raised tonight, isn't it?
Thousands upon thousands.
Thousands of pounds, which has got to be great for Felixstowe.
It is, as long as it goes to Felixstowe people.
Will it?
I don't know.
Messi, who's Messi?
He's a footballer who's not as good as Ronaldo, because it's proven today, because Ronaldo's shirt went for £400 more than Messi's. So that's debate over, isn't it?
Right, okay. I mean, I wouldn't bid on a football shirt myself.
Nor would I. Wouldn't fit us.
But this event is brilliant because the networking within our industries that we're involved in.
It's great. Just walking around seeing people that's in for ages, just having a yarn with them, a little chat. It's great.
I don't know what the sound quality is going to be with this brick shouting over us, but
I know. We're in charge, mate, not this fucker.
Are you a bit jealous that you're not up there doing the old compare?
Well, no, I'm wearing a white shirt and a dicky bone. People said, "Are you the ref?" What the hell is it?
Well, anyway, I wish you well.
Yeah, and
nice
you.
to see you here.
And you.
Good to see you in a bit.
Yeah, just.
Oh yeah, I think I caught you a bit off guard then when I just suddenly whipped the phone out.
We did. You just went, "Yeah, mate," and yeah, that was all right. It's difficult to concentrate because you say they're just the bloke with the microphone is just shouting, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, obviously, if you'd have been the compere, that would have been a completely different story.
Well, do you know what? That annoyed me a little bit because I wore a white shirt and a dicky bow.
Yeah.
3 or 4 people said to me,
Are you the ref?
Nah, that riled me up a bit, that did. But never mind.
Nah, that was a good do.
Right, mate, so we're going to talk about a couple of places. You went to
Gulliver's,
and I went to the Kitchen at Martello Park.
Is this the new one?
Yes.
Owned by the people that own Dedham Boathouse?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
With the ramp.
With the ramp, that doesn't work.
Epoxy ramp.
Yeah. So I went there, and on Saturday, because I was on a bit of a bike ride, I thought I'd stop, have some breakfast, do a look, because I saw some negativity about it.
Really?
On Facebook.
Okay.
Mainly to do with the prices. Anyway, I get there. The food, to me, it passed the sausage test.
Ah, we talked about the sausage test before.
We have, yeah. You start on your sausage. If the sausage is nice, then you should be all right. If it's rubbish, then you know that the rest of it's going to be.
Yeah.
So it passed the sausage test. It's fantastic. I even gave me tomatoes, and I'm not overly big fan of the tomatoes, but they were really nice. But I would have swapped them out for beans. I would. No beans on the breakfast.
Do you know what? There's people that we've promised that this is entertaining that have set this up for their tramp along the M6.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the tomatoes in a breakfast.
I know. See,
I think we've let people down.
I don't think we have because people ought to know. So basically, the food was all right. The presentation was spot on.
Okay.
It was on a plate. That's a good thing because some of these places they tend to put it on
a bloody slate or something.
Yeah, get
Listen
out.
about.
Yeah, I'd have even had a ramekin if it had beans in it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The location was great.
Yeah.
In the summer, you see, I was out there sitting there looking at the sea. But 2 things: in the winter, are you going to get the footfall because of snow, rain? Plus, it's
if you've got the right deal and the right food, you will.
But I wouldn't be sitting outside when there's kids in the park because I don't want to eat my breakfast when kids are screaming in my ear.
Is there a park next door?
Right next to the park, yeah.
Yeah, but mums will love that, wouldn't they? Dads can watch the kids.
They would, yeah. So it's not all about me.
No.
And what was a nice touch? Some lady bought a dog there, and the bloke went in and got the dog a treat.
Did he?
Yeah, that was nice.
Sausage?
No, he. I don't know. It's a little stick thing.
Little dentist stick, whatever.
Yeah, whatever the dogs have. I don't know. I'm not a dog.
No.
So it was all right. 11.5 quid for a breakfast. 3.5 quid for a Coke.
Hang on, say that again.
11.5 quid for a plate of breakfast.
Yep.
And 3.5 quid for a Coke.
Don't you have tea?
I don't drink tea or coffee.
Don't you?
No.
Is that why you never offered me one the whole time I've been
Probably, yeah.
Useless.
Now I've been to other cafes where they chuck in a cup of tea as part of the deal, and because I don't drink tea, they'll swap it for a can of Coke, so it's lovely. I'll say possibly prices a little bit too high, but I think the location they'll do all right.
Yeah, but you're not paying just for the food. It's got to be the good food. It's got to be there. But if it's a nice location and part of the day out, you pay for it, don't you?
Yeah, but it's not. There's no passing trade. You have to go there.
Right.
That's where. If it was a bit more centralised, they'd have a bit of passing trade. I think that could.
I can't see fishermen going in there. Can you?
No.
Okay.
No.
So I left the van in Felixstowe Friday night when I went to the boxing.
Yeah.
Picked it up Sunday morning, and I didn't know where to go for breakfast. I just had a complete clue in St Andrews Road. Did the old Google Maps thing.
Yep.
And it suggested Gulliver's. So I went for it, found a space along the seafront, walked in. Oh, it was lovely. Really nice. It came out quick. It was 9.5 quid, I think. Then with the tea, it come to something like 11 or 12.
Oh, you have to pay extra for the tea?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, 11.45, I think, with the tea. But 3 sausages.
Oh, right, yeah.
Of fair quality. It was too big, too much. Don't go for the big breakfasts.
Huh?
Oh, God. It was a struggle. 3 bits of bacon, 2 egg, chips. I did. I can't even talk. What's the name of that? What's all dead blood and stuff?
Oh, black pudding.
Black pudding.
Gorgeous stuff.
No!
Gorgeous. That's brilliant.
You freak.
Nah, black pudding is amazing.
No, it's not.
It is, it's lovely.
It's the dried blood, isn't it?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
There is. There's a lot wrong. I bet there's people now going...
Yeah, blood and oats, mate.
Just
it's
come
fantastic.
past Corby services.
So you'd go there again?
I would, yeah. And I'd take Mandy and Harry.
So it seems like your breakfast was bigger than the one I got and cheaper.
Yes.
So if you
not such a salubrious atmosphere, but
well,
very clean and very nice.
Yeah, but if you knocked it down at breakfast, you'd get your breakfast and a tea under a tenner.
I don't know. I was fine with what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very happy. I'm talking about it.
You got beans.
Oh yeah.
On the plate or in a ramekin?
In a little ramekin.
Oh, see, that's contentious.
But I tipped them out.
Yeah, me too. Straight on the plate when I got my cousin calf. Yeah.
Good. Well, we've done a bit of normality.
We have, yeah. So, Reviews of Procky and Verso. Let's have some feedback on them.
I once had the hangover from hell, and do you remember that there used to be a cafe that was on stilts at the end of Beach Station Road, Albies?
Yes, Albies Cafe, yeah.
Right.
You should be able to get a bottle of beer in there as well.
So I went in there with a steaming hangover and I had 2 roast dinners. I was rough. But yeah, there was a fridge in there with bottles of Beck's.
There was. I think he sold it to Bloomers, and Bloomers ran it for a lot of years. Steve Bloomfield.
Did he?
Yeah.
No.
He did. I'm sure he did. I'm sure
No.
Steve Bloomfield had that for a while.
He's going to have to comment on the Facebook page and let us
Yeah,
know.
he did. I'm
Steve
sure he
Bloomfield did have it.
Yeah, but that's long gone now, isn't it?
Yeah, and there was also, just off that calf, was a boy, you know, a boy on a chain.
A life boy.
Yeah, no, a boy for tying your boat to.
Oh, I thought you meant...
Mooring boy.
Oh, I thought you meant the singer from Culture Club in here chaining people to radio.
No, don't be silly. So this boy was out there,
yeah,
and it was on the nautical maps,
right,
which meant it could stay. Right?
Okay.
And we used to use it for all sorts, right? And Snooksy and Alan from the wine bar,
yeah,
they went to the auctions to try and buy furniture for the wine bar, and they came back with one of those, you know, the big white oil drum, the big white drum on the side of a ship that's the life raft.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
And they got one of them for 25 quid. So we put it in the car park of the Herman Stern car park, pulled it, and it just didn't inflate. So we got loads of compressors, inflated it, and moored it off the calf on this buoy.
Oh, fantastic.
And it was there for about a week. And everyone was just, as a 25-man life raft, a big ring, and people were just swimming out to it and just getting on it and laying on it and then swimming back. That would be awesome if we could do something like that again, but more permanent.
I think there's health and safety going mad.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And John Creswell, who does the Felixstowe Shore Patrol with the powerboat,
yeah,
he organised for a rescue demonstration to happen. And I was going to get winched on the strongman competition day or something. I was going to get winched out of the helicopter and go up out of this life raft. But they actually got tasked to a real job and couldn't come.
Oh, that's outrageous.
I
That'd
love
be
that.
fantastic, wouldn't it? A cafe's just popped into my head while we were talking that area.
I'm talking about saving lives and you're thinking about food.
Well, no, you started it by talking about 3 sausages, mate.
Yeah, good point.
Sandy's Caf.
Where's that?
That was on Beach Station Road. It's still a caf now, but Sandy had it.
Well, it called number 7 and stuff.
Yeah, it was number 7. Yeah, I don't know if it's when Sandy had it or what, but it was there.
Yeah, yeah.
She done a nice breakfast.
And when the bloke had it, he used to do a banging omelette.
Yeah.
Can't beat a good omelette.
And I tell you, I had a nice one as well.
Here we go.
When you used to park your bus up in St Andrews Road.
Yeah.
Old Mick Stafford ran a cafe down there, didn't he?
He did, yes.
Yeah, and he done a nice breakfast French stick.
So that was opened by my mum.
Was it?
It was originally called Wendy's.
Of course it was, yeah.
And it was a sandwich bar.
Yeah.
So there was a builder's merchants there. But Dad moved to Felixstowe. We moved to Felixstowe. He put the kitchen showroom in.
Yeah.
Along with Tony Haydock and his wife Sue Haydock.
That's right.
And put the hairdressers in.
Yeah.
Can't remember the name of it. Then there was the alleyway down the back where we kept all our kitchens in stock.
Yeah.
And then the other side was the cafe that changed hands a few times.
Oh, and on the corner was Norsk Antiques, wasn't it?
Norsk Jens. Jens was his name, yeah.
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 See, they knocked all them down because they were going to build something there, and it stayed derelict for years, didn't it?
It was going to be a parade of shops, not dissimilar to what was already there, but with flats above.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's where I parked the van, actually, Friday night, because we went in Bencotto for a few beers first. That's nice in there.
Yeah, it is, yeah. It's not far from me, so...
The food went past, looked all right.
I've had food in there before, yeah, and it's on par with...
Do you think Series 2 should be a roving report like we did at the boxing?
I think that could be done. We could go to places and they'll say, right, Verso and Procky are in, we better give them some nice stuff.
We better up our game.
Up our game, yeah. Because all 500 listeners who don't share it on their social medias will be listening.
Yeah, they're not helping, are they?
No, not helping Series 2.
By sharing it on social media.
Yeah, we want a freebie off these places, so help us get a freebie by sharing and liking our stuff. Right, mate, I bet we better stop here.
Are we going to come back and talk about the inner thigh?
I think we will.
So, and people commented on your Facebook pictures, didn't they, about your weight loss?
Yeah.
Which you can really see it, like you say, you can go back over years and see you've lost weight. So I said about my ADD and how I was going to tie that in with losing weight. I've sent off some blood pressures. They got to send me something else, and then these little tablets to try and titrate taking speed, basically.
Yeah.
So I want to pair it up with losing weight, and I've got a genuine question.
Yep.
If you have to have a goal, don't you?
Yeah.
And in business, we have to achieve the goal, otherwise everybody drifts and you don't get there. So in a business manner, I thought I need to draw a straight line from here to there and stick to that weight loss week on week.
Yeah.
How much do you think you can get away with losing or should aim for? Oh, and over how long?
Now, I gave myself a goal of a year.
Right.
My target was 5 stone in 1 calendar month.
5 stone, so that's half a stone a month?
In 1 calendar year. In one calendar year.
Yeah.
So 5 stone in a whole year.
Yes, that's like, I don't know, just under half, isn't it?
Yeah.
Half a stone a month.
And in 10 months, I've done 6 stone.
10 months, you did 6 stone. Wow.
Yeah.
So what should I do? Draw a line. So I could easily lose half a stone a month then.
Yes and no. It depends how you go about it.
Well, you stop eating.
No, yeah, you still need to eat. The key to it all is exercise.
Is it?
Yeah.
But isn't it calorie counting is the big thing? Because if you access or not, and you're either going to burn it or not.
Yeah. Obviously calorie controlled, but I found a balance of a calorie controlled diet with riding my bike for miles and miles and miles has worked for me.
Okay.
What I do when people ask me, I do say what works for me might not work for you.
Yeah.
So my only advice I can give you and anybody else who wants to lose weight is try different things and find out what suits you.
Okay.
Now I don't necessarily stick to one diet. Now I know a lot of people do Slim and World. I do a bit of Slim and World. I do a bit of I have shakes for my breakfast. I do a bit of shake. I do a bit of Weight Watch. A bit of everything.
Okay, you mix it up.
I mix it up and find out what suits me
Okay.
and what works for me. Because it's often a case of who's in charge of your kitchen at home.
Both of us.
Both of us.
Yeah. I'll go shopping, Mandy will go shopping.
Yeah.
We'll do the list together. I suppose if you haven't got it at the point of access, you're not going to eat it, are you?
Yeah. Now one of the big things I done in the old days, I'll get paid every month. Payday come, go to a supermarket, big shop, fill everything up.
Yeah.
Now I tend to do it once every week, once every 10 days.
Yeah.
To sort of plan ahead. This is what I'm going to have. So then I'm not filling cupboards up with rubbish.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy just now I love my crisps, so what I'll do now, I'll buy Slim and Well crisps. It's a little bag of crinkle cut crisps. They're about 70 calories. Probably need about 4 bags to make up for one old one, but just have the one, and just have the one, and your brain is still thinking you're having crisps.
Yeah.
So it's just finding.
Isn't it a bit almost sad that we're talking like this about food and what a strange relationship we have with it, that we have to kind of, because other people don't have to think about it, do they? They just don't do it in the first place.
No, that's it. And you're like me.
Greedy.
Yeah, basically with
bad habits.
We ballooned a bit, didn't we?
It is about that. They say habitual because, or habitual or ritual or what you do, and it's wrong.
Yeah. Now, I say me. This could be a Friday in my life. 2 years ago, I'd have some bread at work, and I'd have 2 or 3 slices of bread with some Marmite on it for me breakfast on a Friday. Because I'd get in the office about 7 o'clock. Then my boss would ring me up. Jamie, I'm going to McDonald's. Do you want a breakfast?
Yeah.
I've just had me breakfast. Yeah, go on in.
Yeah.
Then she'd bring me sausage McMuffin breakfast with a hash brown, anything like that. So I have that. And then I've got my sandwiches, and not only my sandwiches, I might have a pork pie with it, a couple of bags of crisps, like that. And then one of my lads who works for me might say, Jamie, I'm doing a McDonald's run at lunchtime. Do you want a McDonald's? Yeah, go on in. But because I've got my lunch, I think, well, I don't want it to go off. I better have that for 11sies.
Yeah.
So I then have that for my lunch at 11sies.
Yeah.
Then I have my McDonald's. Then I get home and Katie says, what are you doing for tea? Oh, I'm a bit bloated. I can't be bothered to cook what I want to eat. So we'll have a kebab.
Yeah.
Just eat, job done.
Yeah.
And that was
routine.
Routine, force and habit. So now Now when people say, "Oh, it's my birthday. Here's some donuts. Here's some biscuits. Here's some cakes," I don't bother. I just walk straight past them at work.
Okay.
I'll go and tuck it into one of my 75 calorie grain bars.
Yeah.
So I'm still eating.
4 crab sticks, you're sorted.
Yeah, and that's it. But now I've done all the hard work, and I lost me 6 stone.
Is it because you've changed your habit?
Yes.
There you go.
And now I did plateau between November and last week. I stayed the same at 6 stone lost. I never.
November and okay, that's quite a while.
Yeah, so 5 months. I never lost any more weight.
Okay.
But I didn't put any on.
So you done well to not think, oh, this is the end of it. Then it's pointless.
Yeah.
You know. But then you got to get in. You're in that new place now where you're not having the McDonald's and the.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
And I still like, as I said earlier about me fibre. I still like occasionally having a naughty tea. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But it's not the norm. Now I signed up beginning of May to do 300 miles on my bike for prostate cancer.
Yep.
If you want to sponsor me, everyone, it's on my Facebook, or jvtv.co.uk is the link. It was to do 300 miles in the month of May on my bike. 21st of May, three weeks in, I've done my 300 miles.
If you're happy with Jamie's achievement, please go to the website now.
Yeah, and I've done my 300 in 3 weeks.
Good.
So
3 weeks?
In 3 weeks,
100.
I've done
Okay,
100 a week.
Yeah.
I've done. And that
Don't you bike 20 miles to work though?
it's only 2 miles, but I go the long way round.
Do you?
Yeah. So that actually
By
helped.
the calf.
Yeah. Not only have I raised £600 for prostate cancer.
Yeah.
I shifted half a stone of weight, so
Okay.
the weight loss has come
yeah.
again. I've now lost 6.5 in a year and a half.
In the time you've done it.
Yeah.
Brilliant, mate. Good.
So,
good.
as I say, I'm always here for support, but you've got to find what works for you.
Yeah.
If probably, and you don't want to get if you've changed your habit, your eating habit after a week, and you got on the scales, you think, oh, I haven't lost anything. Ugh, I'm not going to do it anymore. Don't stick with it, because it's slowly catching monkey. You've got to retrain your, not only what you eat, you've got to train your brain.
Yeah, and what you buy in the first place.
Yeah, to focus on this is what I want, rather than and then when once a week, once every 10 days, when you ring up Just Eat and get yourself a nice takeaway, you've earned it,
and you appreciate it.
You appreciate it more. Yeah.
I did some first responding on Sunday, and I went out to someone, and I can't, we're not allowed to talk about jobs, but just this one guy who was perfectly fit, isn't very well, and we had to go out and help him, and I just sat back and thought, what am I doing not looking after myself when this guy has looked after himself? I owe it to him to not let myself be ill. It's wrong, but it needs to change. That's quite a thing.
Well, that's it. Even if you get on your bike and do 2 miles a day, it's 2 miles more than what you were doing. Now, I've had people, when I've posted on Facebook, when I first started, I posted on that I was pleading when I'd done 3 or 4 miles, and I had someone say, that's a ridiculous length. I don't know why you're posting that. It's only 3 miles.
Okay.
Sat on the sofa all day, weren't he? So don't criticise someone if you're not going to do it yourself. These people, and do you know what? I cycled past this fella. He was bigger than you and I have ever been in our lives.
Yeah.
And he's out jogging, and I went, "Go on, mate, good on you."
Yeah.
He thought I was.
Yeah.
And I wasn't. I was supporting him.
Yeah.
Because I knew what he was going through to get himself out there and do that running.
And I've really got no excuse to get on my bike, have I, Jamie?
No, you haven't. No.
Jamie's very smug and looking at the back of his fingernails at the moment, because very kindly, Jamie had I put on Facebook, where can I get a good quality bike from at a good rate?
Yeah.
And you about a year ago. Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
it
was just over a year ago, so I got a new one for my birthday last year.
He very kindly said, Procky, if you want a bike, I've got a bike here you can have. And I came round, and it was actually a really nice bike. And it is still upside down on hooks in my garage. I did service it and get it all clean.
Yeah, I said, all you need for it, mate, is a new chain.
Yeah. I bought the chain.
Yeah.
And Dave took it away, and he gave it a little bit of a service as well. So I've got no excuse, really. It is a nice bike, so... thank you for your generosity.
No worries, mate. And if, when you finally get on it and it helps as part of your cause for losing your weight, then it's job done, isn't it?
Do you want a kiss?
No.
All right.
I thought about that for a minute. I thought, no.
I think I might have kissed someone at the boxing.
Well, it weren't me, because I was sober.
Yeah, Sean Saunders said, you two kiss. So I did. But the disappointment was I looked at him from a recognition of, being brave and kissing a man, and he just went, nah, too long.
Ah.
Which makes you wonder how long is long when you're kissing another man.
Oh, don't know.
Oh, glad you don't.
2 minutes?
Anyway, on that note.
Yeah. Right, we'll see you all in a couple of weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks, whenever me and Procky get together again.
Not so bad.
See you all. Bye.